I have no idea, guys. I have no idea. This is getting ridiculous. 3,000 subscribers. No, seriously, I just posted a video celebrating 2,000 subscribers 3 months ago. That's like 10 new people subscribing to me each day. More than 10 people. I don't know what's going on. Can somebody seriously, where are you all coming from? Like where I'm actually curious. I really am curious. Cause I'm just I checked my analytics the other day. And I mean, it tells you how many subscribers subscribe to each day, but it doesn't tell you. I have no idea what the context is. So I'm just really curious, just for my personal knowledge, because I genuinely would love to know where are you guys coming from. And by that I mean, what exactly is it that has led you to my channel? Like, how did you guys end up finding my channel? Were you like searching for something specific and then mine just ended up popping up? Were you searching for something else and then somehow, you know, you stumbled upon one of my videos? Like, and what was it? What was it that, not only what was it that led you to my channel in the first place, what was it that led you to subscribe? Like, was it my Dragon Age? Was it my Mass Effect LP? Was it VA Let's Play Earthbound? Was it The Sims? I just really would love to know, because this is just getting redonkulous. You know, would really, I can't even form sentences. Like, can't even fathom reaching 3,000 subscribers this quickly after I had already celebrated 2,000. It's just, wow. Thank you guys, wow. So, yeah, just put down in the comments. I really would appreciate it, whether you guys subscribed to me just recently, or if you had been with me since near the very beginning. I've been doing this for 2.5 years. I want to say 2.5. Yeah, that I would greatly appreciate that. So breathe, Angel Hearts. That means that with 3,000 subscribers, I figured it was high time for me to post a announcements video, in addition to my usual shout-outs. So we're gonna do the announcements first, because I know most of you guys will probably be interested in that, and those of you who are actually would like to stay for the shoutouts, you're welcome to. So yeah, besides informing me where you guys are coming from, I wanted to do something fun that provided a little bit of audience participation, and I'm actually going to be talking more about other things based on audience participation. But I figured it would be really fun for all of us if I hosted a Kiss Kill Marry game. Now I say Kiss Kill Marry, it's actually referred to, the kiss portion is actually referred to as something else, but just humor me. When I say kiss, you can imply other things. There can be more things involved than just kissing, or as Clementine so nicely put it, kissy stuff. So, kissy stuff, kill, marry. If you don't know what that is, basically all you have to do is, in the comment section, give me 3 characters or people related to video games. We'll try to keep this video game related. Characters from a video game or people related to video games in general. 3 of them, and I have to choose one person to kiss or do kissy stuff with, one person to kill, and one person to marry out of those 3. Those are the rules. It's really simple, and what I'll do is I will give my answers, probably give a little bit of an insight as to why I decided to assign what to each character, and with hope, I hope that some of you guys can give me some really challenging ones, like things that I really have to think long and hard about. Okay, what am I going to do with this set of people? How am I going to allocate this? So be as creative as you like. I encourage you to be as creative as you want, and I will try to answer each one as honestly as I can. I'm not going to put down a limit on how many sets of 3 you want to give me, so feel free to just give me however many sets of 3 that you want, and I'll try my very best to go through every single one of them and any of my thoughts or insight as I go through each set. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. So there's that. The second thing I wanted to do, now that I've reached 3,000 subscribers, I think it's time for me to dive into a realm that honestly I've been really nervous about. Something that I am hesitant, but I figured I should at least give it a try since a couple of you have been asking me about it, is I'm gonna start live streaming some content. Most of my content is still gonna be not live, and the reason why I haven't been live streaming really anything is because I'm a huge perfectionist, and by that I mean I want to have the time, I want to have the chance to actually take my raw videos and actually edit them, actually go through them, edit them, edit out random, like, you know, if I sneeze or cough, or edit out, just really polish it as much as I can, adding, you know, whatever Photoshop video bells and whistles. I try to put in a good amount of effort and time with each of my videos, and so I can't do that if I'm just doing it live. But I wanted to try to start doing some things that are live stream. If I'm doing something that's more RPG related, if I have to be in character and try to roleplay in character, I really want to do that on my own because A, it helps me to stay immersed in what I'm doing. If I'm just, you know, just doing this on my own and I'm not like self-conscious about what the other people watching me while I'm doing my thing. And B, doing things live can be really distracting because I want to be able to, I guess, see your comments or see in the little chat box, like what you guys are saying, and I can't roleplay, like I can't focus, I can't, you know, stay in character as well if I keep looking at your chat box and keep getting distracted. So that's the other reason. And then the third reason why I don't really live stream when it comes to role-playing games is, or just in general story-heavy games, is spoilers. Like, I'm sure most of you out there are very good about keeping spoilers away from my comments. It's a little harder to do that when you're live. And it's a little harder to filter out people who might randomly just dump a spoiler because whether it is on purpose or not. Some people might drop a spoiler and they by complete accident, by complete mistake. It's happened to me before, and you know, doing it live just increases considerably the risk of spoiling something for me. So that's another reason why. So, but for the specific topics or specific games that lend itself to it, I will definitely try my best to incorporate live streaming stuff. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about is something that I actually mentioned in my Let's Talk for all of you Telltale Walking Dead fans. We are going to be doing a podcast, a live podcast. Before we were, you know, just recording on our own, and then I would edit all the footage and then just place it on YouTube. But and I'll still do that, but me, Lucky Jack 20, Self-Eater Carson, Reclusiarch, and Kathleen Ems, we're going to get together one more time to do a wrap-up of Season 2 of Telltale's The Walking Dead. We are tentatively scheduling this for 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time on October 11th. If any of you would like to join in, you can hang out with us, and we'll pretty much be discussing the Season 2 of Walking Dead, Telltale's Walking Dead as a whole, giving some of our thoughts on Season 3, and if you guys have questions that you want to ask us or topics that you want to bring up that we might not have already brought up in some of our previous videos, you're welcome to do that. And it'll be my very first time. Please be patient with me. It'll be my very first time doing something live. So please be nice. Please be gentle. And I'll do my very best to try to coordinate and handle that as best as I can. So I will confirm that date and time in a later video that's dedicated to announcing the full details of that podcast. So if any of you wanted a chance to sit in live with us as we talk about Walking Dead, that's a great opportunity. Another live streaming opportunity. When I was a wee young laddie many years ago, I owned the original NES. Yes, I owned the original Nintendo. And there was a game that I greatly enjoyed during that era called Gauntlet. Gauntlet is a dungeon delving video game that allows you to choose one of 4 characters, and each 4 characters have their own like unique abilities, weaknesses, strengths, and you just go around, you know, killing monsters, finding treasure, trying to survive as you reach the exit of each map of the full Gauntlet. So this game has been rebooted multiple times. There's been several versions, newer versions of it throughout the years since its Nintendo days, and I unfortunately never got a chance to play any of the reboots. Like, the only Gauntlet game I've ever played was just the original Nintendo version. And on Steam, they just released last week the latest iteration of Gauntlet, and it looks amazingly awesome. As soon as I saw the release trailer for it, I thought, I have to play this game. And it's a co-op game, so I have recruited Lucky Jack 20, Selves Eater Carson, and one of my most recent YouTube buddies, Riz Grestar. The 4 of us are planning to get together. I think we said Thursday nights. I think right now we're planning on Thursday nights at minimum every 2 or 3 weeks. Again, I'll give separate video announcements to give the full details, just to confirm the dates and time. But right now we're tentatively thinking about having our first session on October 16th, Thursday, October 16th, give or take around 8 p.m. Eastern Time, if you want to put that in your calendars. So the 4 of us, I believe we've already started picking out our characters. Selves Eater Carson wants to be the big burly barbarian who goes smashy smash, and probably will be tanking a bit for us, hopefully. Lucky Jack 20, he is more of a man of finesse, more of a range type of character, so he is going to play the agile elf, speedy elf. I think that actually fits his personality pretty well. And then well, not last but not least, but Riz Grestar, he is going to be playing the valiant Valkyrie. And for myself, as many of you know, magic users has always been my main class of choice. So I am going to be playing the mage. I'm going to be playing the wizard. So, you know, I'm hoping that it's going to be a good time. Again, this will be my very first time doing anything on Twitch. So be patient with me. Be kind as we try to get through whatever hiccups may or may not happen, technical difficulties that may not happen. I can't even speak right now. May or may not happen that are always involved with people's first time trying to figure out how live streaming and Twitch works. So the one little thing that we're going to try to do to make our playthrough of Gauntlet unique is we are going to try to play while role-playing each of our characters in character. So I think that'll be interesting, and I think that'll make it a little bit different from other Let's Plays of Gauntlet, and hopefully make things more fun for us and maybe interesting for you guys. So look out for that. There's Gauntlet. Speaking of co-ops, I don't know if any of you guys have noticed, but I have been doing an ongoing LP co LP of Divinity Original Sin. This game is actually Let's Play is actually hosted by another good friend of mine, Dawnforge Cast. Um, and we are playing. It is a co-op RPG meant for 2 players, and it is actually a fantastic RPG. I love this thing so much. Um, there's so many details that the programmers put into this game that I just absolutely love. There's so much freedom. It's sort of like the old school Fallout games. You know, the first the not real time, the stop time Fallout series, like in Fallout 1, maybe Fallout 2 is the same way, I forgot. But in an fantasy format, there's so much flexibility and so much freedom in creating your characters and how you cast your spells and abilities, and it's just a really great game. It's an awesome game. I've been, like I said, been adding Dawnforge Cast's videos as he released them into my Divinity Original Sin playlist. So if any of you guys want to check it out, I'll put a link down below if you want to check out the whole playlist. We've gotten through several hours of the game already, and it doesn't look like the end is in sight, like anywhere nearby. So we'll see how long that thing's going, but we are dedicated to going through the entire game until we beat it. Same thing with Gauntlet. We're gonna go through the entire Gauntlet game until we beat it. So there's that coming up, or continuing, ongoing. And then finally, I felt like I really needed to make one more announcement about my VA Let's Play Earthbound. I apologize profusely that it's been such a long hiatus. It's been, like, we haven't released a video for the entire summer, essentially. It's been more than 3 months. I just posted my another episode last week. We're going to finish this Let's Play. We are going to finish this. So everyone who's been asking me, like, if it's been canceled or not, no, it's not been canceled. It's just, you have to understand, the putting this together takes a lot of work, and it takes up a lot of people's time. And what happened over the summer is that the main voice actors were simply busy. They were just really busy this summer, and so I wasn't able to get the recordings until pretty much the beginning of the fall because of how busy they were this summer. So because I don't have people's recordings, I can't release an episode because I can't edit the footage with the recordings. So I want to, believe me, I want to release these videos like much sooner than we have. If it was up to me, I would release them at least every other week. However, I am at the mercy of how busy other people get. It's not up to me of how soon I can get them, because we need to take in consideration other people's schedules. Life happens, you know, school come first. Right now the voice actors, most of them are in school now. School comes first, life happens, and that really is the best explanation I can give you as to why these videos are taking so long to get out. And unfortunately, due to the nature of the Let's Play, is I can only release them as soon as the last person gives me the recording. So even if everybody else was not busy and was able to give me the recordings 3 months ago, you know, but one of them, you know, just haven't been able to give me their recordings until 2 weeks ago, the game, it's not going to get released until at minimum 2 weeks ago. So yeah, hopefully, I'm really sorry. I know there are a lot of you out there, a lot of fans out there who've been watching the series for the last, it's been 2 years almost. We've been going through this for almost 2 years. I initially intended for us to finish the entire series within a year. Obviously, that didn't happen just because of, you know, how the sheer amount of time and effort that needs to happen in order to get these videos out. But I am dedicated, and the voice actors are dedicated to see this through to the end. We are trying to push as much as we can. I've actually have myself almost recorded up to beating the game. I'm very close to beating the game in terms of my recordings. So at that point, I literally am at the mercy of the schedules of the other voice actors, and I will release them as soon as I get everybody's recordings for each episode. Anyway, that's what's going on with that, and I guess now we're gonna move on to the shoutouts then. So the very first shout out that I absolutely need to give is for James Taylor and friends. Apparently a group of him and a group of his friends have been really enjoying my Dragon Age RPG campaign, the tabletop pen and paper campaign based out of a system specifically for the Dragon Age universe that I have been posting sessions of with Reclusiarch, Selves Eater Carson, Lucky Jack 20, and PixelPrattleXP. And the reason I need to give a shout out is apparently him and his friends devised a drinking game associated with my RPG, Dragon Age RPG videos. What exactly does it mean when I've reached the point where people are starting to make drinking games out of my videos? I guess I'll take that as a compliment. I don't know, but when I saw him make a comment informing me of that, I just could not help but just laugh out loud, and it just really made my day. So James Taylor, thank you very much for your creativity and for your passion for the series. We definitely appreciate that. I also need to give a shout out to Orange Kitty Studios. She made this really awesome drawing for me, which I absolutely love, and I really like it a lot, and I just wanted to thank Orange Kitty Studios for taking the time to make that. It's just so sweet and so thoughtful. So I appreciate it. I have to give a shout out to Dire Needs MC, because Dire Needs went through a lot of trouble and a lot of time and effort to put together a spoiler-free walkthrough of Portal 2. I mentioned that I would like to do a bonus video where I actually go through the game again, but only showing the parts with me seeing and reacting for the first time to Easter eggs that I had missed during my original playthrough of Portal 2. And so the document that Dire Needs gave me is like huge, and not only explains where these things are located, but also the context of it, so I just have to go step by step through it. The problem is it's just been so, between wedding plans and other projects that's going on, I've just been so busy and I haven't gotten around to it. I hope to be able to make such a bonus video and go through Portal 2 again for just for the Easter eggs. But at minimum, I at least wanted to recognize Dire Needs MC for going through all the trouble to do that. So thank you, Dire Needs. You definitely did not have to do that, and it was just incredibly thoughtful of you to put in so much time on that. Mike Gaming Info gave me a really awesome, heartfelt message about how my videos helped him through some rough patches. This is one of the reasons why I enjoy making these videos, is because I just really want to make people smile, make people I guess have a good time and enjoy themselves. And I may not be able to do that for you for every single one of my series, every single one of my videos, but for those of you that I can with a few of my videos, I am very grateful for. So thank you, Mike Gaming Info, for that. I have to read you a message that RK Craig 348 sent to me. This really made me stop and think rather deeply, in a good way. I don't want to read the whole thing. I'll see if I can get through some of it. But basically, here's what he said. Hey there, Angel Arts. I wanted to take a moment and thank you for the many hours of entertainment, but also for helping me grow as a person. What I mean by that is this. Before I had ever come across your channel, I hadn't really known a gay man before, and so I was fairly ignorant to having much understanding. Please don't misconstrue what I'm saying. I've never been a homophobe, nor have I ever condoned such abhorrent behavior. I just lacked any understanding of a gay man's perspective on life. And hey, guess what? It's as normal as any others. I know that's certainly not a revelation to you, but shamefully, for me it was. And although we don't really know one another, by watching many hours worth of some of your LPs, it has offered insight into the type of man you are, and from that it is quite clear that you are a man with a kind and compassionate heart, and people such as this should be valued, and you are by at least this viewer. RK Craig 348, thank you. I remember reading this email and just thinking, this is why it's so worth it. This is why you know, I never intend for my videos to have some sort of agenda, some sort of gay homosexual agenda behind it. I'm just a guy who wants to play video games. I just want to play games, and it just so happens that I have a specific sexuality. But first and foremost, this is what I want to do, is I want to entertain people by sharing my experiences playing video games. But seeing something like this, it's just really cool that my videos are able to do this as a bonus. You know, the frosting on top, and I appreciate RK Craig's your candidness and your honesty. That really means a lot, and it just totally made my day when I got your message. Thank you. There's been a bunch of people who've written some really sweet messages. I'm just going to skim through some of them. I don't want this to turn into... I don't intend for this to be like a toot my own horn fest at all. It's not about me. It's about recognizing and appreciating the people who took the time to write these messages and to actually like say something nice. And so that's the reason why I'm reading it. And I'll try to glaze over some of the more toot your own horn portions, but from Seawolf3, Angel, thank you so much for your fantastic LPs. I've spent the last 4 weeks watching all your gay Let's Plays. Your emotion comes through everything you do, and I've cried with you through all the LPs I've watched. I wanted to take the time to let you know how much it means to me what you do. I am gay also, and it's so refreshing to see LPs with LGBT in mind. I'm a gay man who cares about the game worlds such as these you gift us with every day. You're very welcome, Seawolf. I'd like to believe that I can cater to all types of people, not just people who happen to be gay, straight, whatever race, creed, whatever. I think people universally, people who enjoy video games, like I said, come from all walks of life. It doesn't matter if you're gay or straight or whatever. So, but when I see messages like this, it really means a lot to me. So, thank you very much, Seawolf3, for that. Legion Normandy, I need to give another shout out to. Legion Normandy has been a subscriber to me for a long time, and he said some pretty awesome things to me in a message on my 2000s, when I hit 2,000 subscribers. Again, that was like 3 months ago. But he, was saying things like, I feel like if I read any of this, it's gonna get to my head, too much. But I did like one of the last things that Legion Normandy said is, I feel like if I had a problem, I could legitimately turn to you for help, and you would without question. And I'd like to believe that I care about my viewers, and if you message me, I try to make it a point to reply as quickly as I can. And I apologize if it takes a while, because of how busy things get with my life right now. But I'll keep bugging me. If I don't respond to you in like a couple days, like, just give me a poke, and I'll try to respond to you if you need something, if you legitimately need something from me, and if there's anything I can do to help in any way. Evan Decker said, I'd like to thank you for your Let's Plays. When I play BioWare games before, especially Dragon Age, I would make decisions based on approval, not based on the character's developmental background and reasoning. I realize now that the game is much more enjoyable when I do, and it adds variety and different outcomes from different characters. That also means a lot to me, Evan Decker. Like, I don't think that there is a wrong or right way to play RPGs. I mean, there's definitely a style that and a set of standards that I hold myself. There's a set of standards that I hold myself to when I RPGs, and they are totally not the rule. But when somebody like you, Evan, appreciates my style, you know, that I thank you for saying so, and thank you for considering a way of playing these video games in a way that you don't normally play them, you know, just to see what they would be like. That would be like. Evans Films Productions gave me a really awesome message congratulating me on my 2,000 subscribers. So did A Fetish for Gaming. Again, I'm not going to get to the content just because, you know, but the two of you, I just wanted to recognize you for taking the time to write all that and thanking you for it. Yaniv Cohen has been a huge fan of my Dragon Age RPG campaign. Yaniv, it's always a pleasure seeing you, and I'm hoping that as we start to move towards the end of this campaign, we've actually are nearing the end in terms of what I've recorded so far. I'm going to try to post those videos as often as I can. It's getting, again, a little dicey. Things are just getting super busy, and the holidays are just around the corner. I'm going to do as much as I can to release those videos as quickly as I can amidst everything else that's going on with projects and stuff. Baron Garuda also sent me a very sweet message about how much Barden appreciates the story and the way that the characters are evolving throughout that campaign. I'm really proud of the story that not just me, but all of the players have been able to tell. There's some really awesome stuff in the pipeline that I've recorded that I haven't released yet, and it just really goes to show just how great these players are at telling the story of their adventure. I love it. It's been such a rewarding experience, and the most rewarding thing is when a dungeon master can just sit back and not do anything and just watch the players roleplay. Just watch them go, without having to like encourage them or draw them in. They're doing it all on their own because they want to, and it's just such a beautiful thing when you have a bunch of players that end up being comfortable enough that they are really able to immerse themselves into these characters, into this story, not just their own PCs, but the NPCs too, and actually have the relationships that they have with each of the NPCs and characters matter, and just really absorbing what's going on in the story. So huge thank you to Yaniv and Barden and everyone else who has been supporting me throughout. Something that I was just trying something new. I wasn't sure how successful it'd be, but a lot of people seem to be giving me positive feedback on it, so thanks. Sean Lancaster sent me a great message talking about how much he appreciates the fact that I try to get feedback from people and I try to involve the community, our community of viewers, as much as possible. I mean, that's another reason why I'm getting out of my comfort zone and trying some things live with you guys, because I figure it's probably the next step into trying to involve you guys more with what's going on in my channel. So thank you, Sean. Donna KT1 wanted to give another shout out for a very sweet message over the summer that I was given. James McCarthy I have to give a special thank you to James for marathoning through all of my Jade Empire videos in very few sittings. I don't know if it was necessarily one sitting, but very few sittings. That's a lot of video to go through. So James McCarthy, more power to you. I don't think I would have been able to do that even with my own videos, so thank you. Frowster has been asking me a lot of help and questions for Let's Playing for the very first time. He's trying to, you know, dive into Let's Playing himself. I'm always encouraging people to do that if you think that you have the time and dedication to do and enjoy it. Do what you enjoy, as well as Ray Blanc, aka PixelPrattleXP. He's also started doing Let's Plays and asking me for some help in setting up. So I'll put some links at the bottom if you guys want to check them out. If you want to check out some fresh, new Let's Play newbies, we've all been there. Trust me, I know. Like, it really wasn't that long ago for me that I was a huge noob in Let's Playing. So if you guys want to check them out, go right ahead. And then the very last shout out I want to give is to Max Diaz for being my 3,000th subscriber. Thank you, Max, for only recently subscribing to me. Just wanted to give you a special recognition for that. Oh boy. So, yeah, I just thank you guys. Really, it's just amazing having you guys here and having you watch however few or many videos that you do. Thank you for supporting not only my channel but each other. Thank you guys. I guess I really should say this more often. Thank you guys for being so cordial to each other. Like, there's only been a few instances where I found people being a little disrespectful to each other, and I try to nip that in the bud as smoothly and respectfully and as cleanly as I can. But fortunately, that's just been those have been really extremely rare occasions. I'm really so happy that we have a community of viewers that are insightful and respectful of each other, because those are the kind of things that I want to foster, not just on my channel, but just in life in general. You know, life's too short for you to waste your time trolling people on the internet. I mean, I would like to think that there are more valuable things that you could do with your time, and fortunately, I hardly ever see that here, and it's just really great. And hopefully, any of you new viewers who are watching will feel the same way. Will feel the same, the same welcoming spirit within this channel. And my channel's not the only place. Fortunately, my channel's not the only place that's like that. There are many out there. I'm just really happy that I'm so blessed to have one of them. So, anyway, guys, that's all I got. Thank you guys for watching this video, especially if you went through it from beginning to end. Hopefully, some of the stuff that I announced earlier will excite you or will interest you. And yeah. So, thanks again, everybody, and until next time, love yourselves, love each other.